Ice, I ride the slide with Master Glide. Can you figure out what I be saying? Just trying to tell you I got a handle on this spring training. When I said,
hold up, you telling me in 10 years, you never main evented a match with that? Never got on the act with Smack? How the hell is carve your name, but you couldn't even carve your name in battle rap? Oh, you been battle rapping for 10 years? And Smack, ARP, Organic, never sent their teeth down at you? Got the nerve to call yourself Stretch, and no one's ever reached out to you for that?
Damn, we are back real quick, man. That was dope between the Ice and Quest McCody. We're really looking forward to that and really looking forward to this next battle. Spring training tomorrow, May 13th. My name is Gabino Grimes. I got a very special co-host with me.
Jose Beans and Rice, all ages.
All ages at ICW Cultural Event Center in West Valley, just right outside Salt Lake for those that are traveling. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors who helped make this happen. T. James, RCI, Rappers Comp Ireland, 5th and 7th Music, Augustus King, Battleborn Clothing, Slasher Steve over in Reno, 187 Battle Circuit, Smoke Seali, and SLC Rising, at SLC Rising on Instagram for all Salt Lake City updates, music, all that. They are making it happen. Thank you guys so much. And, of course, to the Beans and Rice Show for being direct partners with us. So thank you guys so much for that. And my business partner, Hoodie Jer. We are live and active. Stretch versus Loso. Stretch, I want to start with you. You have we were literally on this stage the last time you were out here to perform against Ghost in what was like, after the footage dropped, there was a lot of folks that had you 2-1. So to be back in this position, especially against Loso here, what are your thoughts on where you're trying to take this next level to?
yeah, no, that's a great question. The conversation between you and me was I never really felt like I actually had an opponent properly challenge my pen.
That's right.
And I felt that way for a long time. So, because every time I battle an opponent, I always write some dope shit and then I take that out because they're not worth it. And then I have this library of shit that's I feel like it's top tier. So I've just been saving that for years, and it's time to empty the clip. So.
Okay. Loso, thank you for being here in Salt Lake, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Man,
I gotta get on the Rice and Beans show, by the way.
Yeah?
I feel like I need to.
you got to.
Well, you're
now.
another Monday,
I grew
okay?
up on, bro.
With incredible performance just recently against Jazz the Rapper, a bullpen. That's not the only battle, obviously. I'm just going off something recent.
Yeah.
I guess where my headspace at, and my question to you is, being in Salt Lake for the first time, Stretch, respectfully, isn't Jazz the Rapper. What was your headspace at? What's your headspace at with these types of battles, or what's your preparation like?
Man, I don't do unlike my brother Saga and Ward, they're constantly, especially Saga, it was war, but I don't get an opportunity just because my schedule doesn't permit me to kind of go out and take smaller leagues and do smaller battles or whatnot. But I'm excited, One, obviously, because it's, a lot of my peers are here. 2, my first time in Salt Lake City. And then 3, being on URL now, well, being primarily on URL, we don't get frequent YouTube drops. I almost feel like every battle, even with this battle with Stretch, it's not even so much although I do think that he's dope, I'm not going into it oh, you know what, it's just this one rounder, quick trip, with the homies. It's almost yo, you know what? Every battle for me is like a resume for my next job. So for me putting this material out, for me having this battle, and I know it's gonna drop on YouTube, so more people are gonna see it. I want to put my best foot forward. I want to put on a show for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It'll be me cheating. I kind of got a reputation, obviously, because you guys seen my battles before. So for me to just come up here and just mail it in, it's just not who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's not my track record. There's not too many times you could turn on a Loso battle and be like, yo, he just he just kind of melded in type of thing. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what he had. I'm always, one thing about me, I'm super excited to always hear like unique takes or unique, you know, approaches with me. And especially coming over here to Utah in front of this league, I'm not sure how the crowd is. So it's like a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see like, okay, is this gonna hit? Is this gonna land? Let me see what my opponent's doing and stuff. And so I want to, you know, definitely assure like the fans and you guys too, like I take it as a privilege and an honor. I don't look at myself like, oh, you know what, you've been on Gnome, you've been on Volume and stuff like that, so you could just come over here. Nah, I just think every stage is important in battle rap because you guys are keeping, you know what I'm saying, regardless, there's a I would say like a stigma out there right now. It's like kind of like, yo, it's just watered down random matches or whatnot. But you guys are the ones filtering in like great YouTube battles. And so for me, I would like to be a part of that with this league. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's like the number one classic y'all got or the best performance. But I want to be a part of that conversation when it's said and done. So that's how I'm approaching it.
Wow, a lot to unpack from that. Do you have something really quick? Or
No, I mean,
I got one right behind.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of the best performances, I think you guys are here to make them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the ones that are just gonna be, you know, there's just like crazy. I mean, just the card's crazy, you know. So I think just like the best is yet to come, and just like anybody can just keep topping each other off. Almost, I feel like, you know, it's just
with okay, so it because it is a pause moment for sure. With this being a one rounder, what's your preference on going first or second? Like, does that even fucking matter?
Man, I am terrible at winning the coin tosses, bro. My mindset is always like, all right, you know, you're probably gonna have to go first. I mean, if every battle is honest, like, yeah, going second would probably be ideal in a one rounder. But I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe I set the tone and it kind of, you know, just kind of puts like a certain like bar for the crowd, you know what I'm saying, for that stretch to kind of come right after. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. You know, however the coin flips, I'm with it.
How do you structure your first round? Is it like to punch or to hit so hard that well, let me structure my question differently, because I've asked people this in the past and they've been like, oh, I want to annihilate someone in my first round to like maybe like jar them, you know, like maybe put them into like a choke stat, you know, like they might forget their shit or whatever because they know where the game's at, right? You know, what's your headspace with the first round?
Yeah. Well, you know, we're doing
I know you're doing one round. I'm going off
in
of
general.
In
general, I kind of have a different. I mean, it really depends on the opponent. So, like, you know, somebody like JC, you know, I kind of already knew I had like this big conversation I wanted to have with him in the third round. But for me, I kind of always have these angles like full circle. So whatever I'm saying in the beginning, rest assured that's how I'm going to end it. I want to bring it back full circle. I may be sprinkling different things within the round, but I'm like a real big like, yo, you know what? I want the round to come full circle. One round is a little different because it's almost like show and tell. You know what I'm saying? I get to go ahead and kind of like flourish like different things I wouldn't be able to necessarily do within the 3 round. 3 rounds, I have a lot more time. If I'm talking to Stretch, I'll be like, okay, cool. Let me go and talk about, you know, where he's from, you know, his career, something that he said out of his, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like spreading out the different angles and then different punches there. But if it's one round, I got to condense it all and see how can I go ahead and be a little more impactful throughout one round. And you got to be, you know, it's kind of like, yo, you don't really have time for like setups and stuff like that. So at least with me in one round. So that's my different approach with it.
Nice. Stretch, you mentioned unloading the clip, bro. You mentioned that you've got a lot of stuff stacked up, and what should we expect?
I don't want to give too much away.
Don't give anything away. But what should we expect, even just energy wise? What's the deal?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm just upping my general performance. I'm doing the same thing that I've always done, just better. I mean, I like talking to my opponents. You know what I mean? I like saying shit that they're not used to having said to them.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do that. You know what I mean? It is weird having just one round. It was strange. This is my first one round battle,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm used to 3. You know, so I normally theme my rounds.
Yeah.
So it was weird. I'm going back and forth and weaving in through shit, but kind of liked it because it kind of keeps people on their toes, not knowing what to expect next. So
yeah. Do you have like your own level of expectation for yourself that you want to like live up to with this battle?
Sure. Yeah.
I say that. I say that because I did not put this together because I didn't think that you couldn't do it.
Because the last time
Because you
seen
got what
me-
you wanted, basically. I guess to
Sure.
me, it's like, you know, you got what you wanted. Like, you're gonna see.
But the last time you saw me before Ghost, I was not the same.
Right.
So you see me against Ghost, and you were like, "Oh, he changed.
Yeah.
I got better."
Yeah. So
That's
what's your
right.
expectation here?
I'm gonna surprise the fuck out of him and his boys. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's really all I see happening. I think he's gonna be surprised. I think his boys gonna be surprised. Whatever you watch, I don't know how many of my battles you watch, but whatever you watch, it's that times 2.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, no shit. Yeah, I just seen that too. So that's hella funny. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
should we expect here in Salt Lake from you, Loso?
Smell is same Loso, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come in there, you know what I'm saying, high energy, be direct and stuff like that. And so not like a real general rapper, you know what I'm saying? So everything's gonna be which can't use it else. So ready to just work.
Let's go.
Is that a pause?
Is that
Ready
a
to work?
I don't think that I thought
Like
that
I said, I'm ready to work on you.
Yo,
but I'm you know I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Him even saying that, like I'm excited to hear it. I'm not one of these dudes that's like, yo, you know what? I haven't seen you on URL, so you can't compete type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different journeys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different views on how they want to kind of sort of carry their career. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't where it's like the NFL, where it's like, yo, you know what? If you're not in the NFL, you obviously not as talented. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what he has going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? He could probably just be like, yo, you know what? I'm doing, you know, I'm working in group homes and I'm doing X, Y, and Z over here. And then when I get time, I go ahead and battle on this league and stuff. And so for me, I just know everybody's capable. And I would never watch one of your battles. And what I don't do, I never watch one of your battles and be like, okay, this is all I got to worry about. I just know, like, it'll be similar to somebody watching a bad battle from me and be like, oh, that's where he's at. That would be foolish. But watch my better battle and then say, oh, you know what? I know that's the level he can get to. So I got to prepare for that just in case he gets back to that or even better. So for him saying that, you know, it's time soon, it's like, all right, bet. Let's go to war. Yeah. Yeah.
I can feel the tension for sure. Like this, like well, for sure for you, like
Yes.
because I know that I think that you are recognize the opportunity, and not only that, but like want to be able to put on a show. So, gentlemen, I really, really appreciate it. Do you have anything?
No, I think a lot of people, you know, locally like Stretch, man. So I think a lot of people, you know, want you to be successful, man. So you bring your A game.
Again, very grateful that you're out here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, bro.
I do have to ask this question because I've been asked. I asked it already. Has the altitude done anything to you?
Nah, the time zone is the only thing right now. I'm just super tired.
Yeah, I
but
got you. Yeah.
I got to see how the altitude is. I mean, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
I haven't really like spent the day kind of just moving out. You know, I landed off the plane, you know, went to watch the Warriors game, and I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Any finals, gentlemen, or?
Yeah, I just got to know your teeth whitening routine.
On my T-Y.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody asks me that. Just, you know, you just brush in the morning, brush at night. Make sure you
He's
floss.
lying.
Yo, floss in the morning and floss at night, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I know no one else has a dental plan, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know battle rap doesn't really give you dental. You know what I'm saying? Dental plans. Nah, that's it, man.
It's veneers, Pete.
Damn, bro.
Nah,
Never
I
had
ain't
braces
pa- I
ever,
ain't
bro.
not past stage.
the white ass.
Yeah, who does your eyebrows though?
My barber.
For sure. Okay.
You talking about the slit?
No, just they look.
Oh. That's
They look
it.
real clean.
I mean, it really depends. Like when I'm battling out in Utah, I make sure I come out super clean.
I like that.
Okay.
That's it, bro.
I like
All right.
that. I like
All
that.
right.
Yo, Stretch vs. Loso, spring training tomorrow going down. All the links are down below in the description box. Emerson Kennedy versus
Cop the
A Ward
pay-per-view, man.
is up next. Cop the pay-per-view. We are live active. Let's go.